So, yeah. No, I don't really have an opening bit. Let's see if you can escape the dread domain of Dementlieu this week on RPG Pals Club. Roll the music. Hi, I'm Luke, your game master. I use he, him, sometimes they, them.
I'm Jean, a Dazer. I remember the order of everything all the time. I use they, them. I played Nivenya Drexel, Changeling Sorcerer Bard. They use they, them, and she's fucking done with this dimension.
Fair.
I'm Sam. I use they, them pronouns. I play as Kiir, the dandy warforged warlock who also uses they and he. And he this dimension feels like it fills Kiir's darker desires, and also they acknowledge that maybe that isn't the best for them right now.
Emotional growth?
I didn't say that.
Question mark, question mark?
Sexual emotional growth?
I will never grow emotion. Kiir will never grow emotionally.
If Kiir had gone here alone...
Kiir would be the new Dreadlord.
Or, like, if Kiir had gone with, I think, anyone except for Nivenya or Dodger. This would have turned out very differently.
Yeah.
What if? Jeffrey Combs' voice.
It's right, but go on.
Yeah, shit, fuck.
Right.
I'm thinking Jeffrey Combs because he played Scarecrow in Batman, the animated series.
Cillian Murphy. Are you naming characters who played Batman?
John Noble.
My brain's like, Jimmy Rogers. I'm like, that's not Jim Carrey's name.
Smokin'!
So here we are.
We've stormed out of the woods. I have a skinny dog, and I'm banned from the mall.
A skinny bulldog.
Skinny bulldog.
And 13 hit points to your name.
14.
And a truck that... Actually, we didn't cover what happened to the truck. I'm pretty sure it just got left at the mall.
Yeah, if you were in walking distance to the park, then yes. Yes, it did.
Yeah. I imagine there was the mall, and like across the street or like behind it, there was a park.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we go back to, go back to the truck.
Mm-hmm.
And I say to Kiir, so I'm like, Kiir, I have an idea. What if we gave this truck to Pierre and had him drive us to the border of the world? And then just fucked off. Just directly off. Just went home, had a bath, didn't get in a fight with literally every person.
Personally, I was thinking of trying to drive through the border ourselves. It's not like we need Pierre. We could say goodbye. I suppose that's a polite thing to do, but...
I guess. What if he could be secretly shitty, too?
Here's the thing. If we come back to all of our friends, who conceivably also received the same message from Dodger, what we were actually looking for,
yes.
And we say, well, we have the shape changer, and we gesture to Nivenya, and then one of them says, oh, but we have the shape changer. I don't think that could possibly be our fault, right?
No.
I would like to try driving.
Every one of our people know that. I'm sorry, please go on. I feel like I've gotten ruder the longer I'm here.
I say just drive through the mist.
What if the car tries to eat us or something terrible? Or, like, files our taxes wrong or, like, gives us a rash?
Oh, dear, if
The 3 worst crimes.
the truck was going to give us a rash, it already has.
Stop scratching my arm. Let's leave this terrible place. We're awful people, but not in a fun way. They're just shitty.
I see the appeal, but I'm trying not to.
I mean, admittedly, I might mix up a fish when we get home and do a drink just to see what it tastes like, but I just, it's like poke, but liquid.
Why do I feel like you and I have just had a conversation about savory drinks?
Weird. This place is cursed. Let's leave. We leave. go.
So you start driving, and it's easy enough because the main town is just a loop. Mm-hmm. I say easy, but you do have to like do some pedal driving uphill for a bit.
Oh, it sucks so bad.
But you don't have to make a check for that or anything.
Yeah. Because if we did, I would leave the car.
Yeah, and you get up to the top, and you can try off-roading this thing. I would say that's probably going to be requiring of a check, and then like driving it into the woods to get into the mists.
Kiir, what if we drove this car to the top of a hill, got out, and pushed it down the hill? So we just rammed into town.
Only one way to
Is
find
that bitter? I feel bitter. I'm sorry. It's been a long couple of days.
I say we do it.
Yes?
Let's try.
We try.
So it's like a beautiful like top of the hill, and the two of you, I think, get it turned around and set up, and you just wait as the sun is starting to go down, and it looks like if it kept going off, this would drive into the ocean and then meet with the sun.
Yeah. It doesn't end up in the lake.
The two of you push it down the hill, and people are starting to like walk to go into the big party mansion, and all of a sudden this SUV just starts rolling down, picking up speed faster and faster. Like a few people get hit, but it's fine because they are bags of shit.
Yeah.
And it eventually just drives through a like really awful store. It is fake mustaches specifically sold for babies to wear.
But it gives them rashes. Like, the idea is solid, but it was like they just cut the cost of production so much. They're just so poor quality and so expensive.
It's literally just random pieces of rat. Like, they aren't even symmetrical. It's just like, oh, look at this tiny piece of felt that got left behind. It's a mustache, but it's rat. And then it just hits a few more passers-by who were all shitty people, and then just drags them into the water.
Okay. And then explodes in the lake.
Oh, yeah. It, like, even though it's underwater, you see, like, a fiery plume shoot out, and some of the buildings on the boardwalk catch fire.
Yeah. I turn around, and I walk through the mist, holding Kiir's hand, and a very skinny bulldog.
Do you not want to watch the rest of the... Okay.
Kiir, like, you catch another glimpse, and it's, like, the weird, you can rent this office space
Oh, WeWork.
building.
Wait, hold on. I can do this. We warg? No, didn't have it. Sorry, continue.
Yeah, it's not WeWork.
Wimmick work.
So you got it.
I honestly have been thinking about weird puns for way too long. That's 90% of what I do.
You're a GM.
Anyways, so the pair of you exit the mists, and you find yourselves in what seems to be some sort of subterranean lair. Currently, nobody else is in the same room as you, but there is a small table. On it is a bowl with a goldfish, and next to it is a thing of goldfish food. There's also doors out of here.
Sam the player has an idea, and I guess Kiir would like Kiir to make some kind of roll to see if they know what Sam the player knows.
Roll me a
Investigation? Or history? History.
History is what I'd say.
Yeah, history of the city. I feel like we were told about his fish as well.
Okay, yeah, I got a 22.
You know that the Xanathar reportedly has a fish that he loves very, very, very much. In fact, you remember in your flashback seeing him doting on this fish before he sent you into Dementlieu, hoping that you would
Die.
do dumb shit and get murdered, which he came very close.
Used to be a piece of shit. People can change. I grip Nivenya's shoulder. Nivenya, we're behind enemy lines.
Yes, we are. I know it'd be cruel to the fish, but I kind of want to feed it to the dog. But I feel like that's the dimension talking. I feel like that's just the echoing bitterness of this disgusting place.
Yes, that's more a thing I would say, and you would dissuade me from.
Right. So let's listen to Nice Us and try to find our way out of here.
There is a sign that just says exit to Waterdeep proper with a ladder and a sign pointing up.
We go. Or we don't go.
I'm just saying.
Should we search?
Yeah, I was about to, Kiir says, this is, I'm betting we returned sooner than he thought we would. Maybe this is not a bad time to inspect the belongings of someone who already doesn't like us.
I agree. Also, we need to find some snacks for Nivenya.
Yeah, I would like to search this place up and down for valuables.
I will give the help action.
All right.
Is that an investigation, I would assume?
You're looking for treasure?
Oh, hell yeah.
That would be a perception.
Perception, I see. But with advantage, because Nivenya helped. Okay, so that's a 7.
Oh wait, bardic inspiration. Bling bling.
So
I just squeeze your hands. You can do this.
I add a D8, is that what's up?
Yes.
Alright, so there's a 12, and then a
D6.
D6, okay.
To narc on myself, yeah.
Appreciate it. For 16.
Nice. So you are wandering around here, and it's very quiet. Like, time gets dilated, but you end up finding a treasure chest. And inside are 30 gemstones, and also the Stone of Galore.
Wait, we already did have that, right? Dodger had that? You had a stinky stone.
Yes. This is Dodger's stone. We must have done it when we fell asleep.
Well,
We Dodger has a fake stone.
along with 30 gemstones, I'd say we got our haul.
You should put all of that into your inventory because I cannot put this bulldog down. I don't know what made me try.
I put it in the chest compartment that I only now established I have. Since the last episode.
You're Warforged. Eventually you'll get one.
Do you want me to just write that down on my other possessions?
Yep, and just to save time, those are worth 100 gold pieces each.
Okay, so I'm just gonna add 3,000 gold. Is that how much?
3,000 gold pieces worth of
Okay,
gemstones.
3,000 gold pieces worth of gemstones. All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't just have.
Of gemstones.
Okay.
Yeah. There's not a money changer sitting in the corner. The fish he's got like a little like green visor on.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing. I also feed the fish before I go.
The fish does fish things.
Bloop, 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 bloop. Excellent. So we have searched, so now we go?
Now we go.
Now we go.
And I'm jingling.
Clattering your gemstones.
It's my little bender body.
And so you sort of follow the ladder, which sends you down a path, and eventually you guys are back onto the streets of Waterdeep.
Also, this means Kiir has a Stone of Galore, for whatever that means.
Would you like to attune to me, Kiir?
Oh,
I can tell you the secrets you desire.
I don't want. What secrets?
Whose secrets?
Your siblings.
Wait, say again?
Your siblings.
I attune to the Stone of Galore.
Woo!
That will take time but you've made that choice, and so I will find out later what new wonderful things that it does to you.
Yeah. And I think if it's chill with Kiir, Kiir, I don't think we can go back to the house. And we should at least change over like some of these gems in like a nice inn. So what if we just got a hotel for the afternoon? What time is it? I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
Right now it's maybe about 6 p.m.
We should get a hotel room for the puppy. Did all the other dogs go to the dog bank?
No, they stuck around at the house.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because that's where Koyos told them to go.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should get a hotel room just for like an hour. We should order room service. We should get some of those gems changed over. And we should figure out where our friends are.
I can't think of anything better to do. I'm deeply tired still.
What if we just laid that, like had a sleep in, not like a long rest or anything, but like just like a real big sleep in, and then after that I can like go around and cast message around to people. I think if we get a carriage, I'm gonna be doing that, like trying to cast message as we go, like pointing in different directions, trying to find any of the people we know. But 120 feet isn't very far. That's why it's a cantrip. Yeah.
So the two of you find a inn. It is called the Sturdy Pine.
Good inn name.
And it is run by a dwarf, and She greets you and's like, well, hello, welcome to the Sturdy Fine Inn.
Yes, hello. We will need one of your rooms, and I hope I don't sound insensitive given your heritage, but do you happen to know anyone good with gemstones?
Oh, yeah. Are you looking for a money changer?
Yes.
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 And snackies.
Now, we can offer that as an in-house service if that's what you'd like.
Wonderful.
We don't charge too big of a fee.
Yes, but
1 to 3%.
Yes.
walk them down.
She, do you put the bag on?
Yeah.
Yep, she takes out one of those jeweler's eyeglasses and just quickly starts divvying it up and then hands you a bag with 2,999 gold pieces.
Could we get some of those in platinum just to lighten it up?
Sure.
Wait, how many gold pieces did you say?
2,999.
Okay, cool. I thought my audio was weird, and I thought you said 200 to 500, and I was like, is she fucking scamming us? Should she be doing a quick change?
She's an honest innkeep.
Okay.
Gentle soul.
And then it will be 7 silver pieces a night, unless you want to have a better room, and then it's 1 gold piece a night.
Oh, call it.
I want the best room.
Yes, call it a gold piece.
The best room.
Would you like the honeymoon suite?
I look at Kiir and I'm like, oh. I mean, I wouldn't mind a big bath.
Yes, I don't think there's a touch of shame in Kiir's voice as they consider being paired with you and people perceiving that they were paired with Nivenya. Just, sure, sounds lovely.
You're pretty enough for this life.
All right. Well, for our honeymoon suite, it is going to be 1 gold, 5 silver. That also includes a meal, and I will get that room all prepped for you.
Wonderful. Thank you ever so much.
You're amazing. What's your name?
My name is Melissa
Etheridge.
Hammerbottom.
What's it? Happy Bottom? Sorry, I was thinking of something else.
Hammerbottom.
Hammer Bottom. Very good. Nivenya waits until the room is sorted, until they're walked up,
Yeah.
until they have snacks, to burst into laughter at that name.
She, handed you a very nice-looking key.
Yeah.
And also, both of you get tiny pieces of chocolate before heading up to the room.
Oh.
And the room itself is very lovely. There is a large, bathing tub in the middle, a large, king-size 4-poster bed. Mm-hmm. There is, a vanity on it.
Ensuite kitchen.
Not really a small kitchen, but there's a small library with assorted books, and it has its own in-house toilet.
Does it have a little balcony?
Uh-huh.
Excellent. Nivenya starts to cry a little bit.
Also, there are fresh-cut flowers in here.
I think Nivenya, it takes about, I'm going to say 10 minutes for Nivenya to be wiped down in a robe, holding both the flowers and the dog in the bed, crying into whatever meal they have prepared, have it resting on their chest. Her and the dog are eating off the same plate.
That's you, Faye.
Like they do.
Yeah.
When you came in here, they also had an assortment, a charcuterie tray ready.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, meats and cheeses. Mm-hmm. Once again, I remove the grapes and raisins and dates and all that.
And the olives.
And the olives. Well, I have the... Let's see. I have the olives in my robe pocket.
Mm-hmm.
You're walking around eating olives from your pocket after a certain point.
Look, it's been a hard couple of days. But yes.
I mean, this whole adventure has been, not even a full 10-day.
Mm-hmm.
Nivenya, you...
I have my hair in a towel. Yes?
I'm just going to say this bluntly. You weren't always Nivenya, right?
No, I never thought this life would be so difficult. Parting. I eat another olive.
How do you just decide to be new?
Well, sometimes it's I have to, sometimes it's I get bored, sometimes I see a new interesting play that sort of inspires me. It's like starting a bunch of projects and never really finishing them, except the people that you become. And you hope, with each slide into a new life, that it might be your last. But
I think it's time for me to be someone new.
Ooh. Oh. I put the flowers on the table and leave the dog to the charcuterie.
I don't... And I think at this point, Kiir starts kind of... You've seen this before. Kiir has sort of a tick with their modular face and will alter it when they are nervous or thinking. I believe I've established this.
Sure.
So they start doing that.
Yeah.
It's like, but I keep trying new faces all the time. I don't know what face I should have. But I don't want this one anymore. I don't want all the history, the things people think about this face, or what they know, what they have seen me do. What if, and as this is happening, like you see sort of like a one-eyed Kiir and a mouthless Kiir and a Kiir that's lots of noses. What do you think about this? And Kiir removes their face.
What's beneath the face? You take your face off.
It is a glowing blue hole. I would say I guess for the listener, but also for you too. I would think sort of like the Geth in Mass Effect, but it goes all the way around instead of just the top half, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. So you were like a blue person swirling portal entity?
Yes.
Inside your armor?
That is what I am assuming.
Excellent.
That is what I am putting forth.
Okay. I said, oh, darling, that certainly is something.
It's also nothing.
Make yes, it would make it hard to sneak around at night. Besides that, if you want to give that a shot, I am all for it. I will support you no matter what you do, as long as you don't try to kill us. You know, as I mentioned before. Yes.
I appreciate that. Nivenya, I'm not going to lie to you. About maybe 7 days ago, if I was offered the contract to end your life, I would have taken it. But I wouldn't dare dream of it now.
Nivenya's like nodding, like, yes. Yes. Well, I'm glad you wouldn't dream of it now. And hopefully that emotion holds. I mean, if you ever had to... Here's one thing. Like, for me personally, not speaking for everyone else, if you ever had to, like, kill, like, quotation mark, kill me, I do have some backup. Just...
Oh, noted. Wait.
Yes.
What do you think? Maybe, what if we both died? What if Kiir and Nivenya no longer here? And we just left Waterdeep, we left...
What? No. Oh. What? Why would I do that?
Oh dear.
What?
Oh.
Don't be ridiculous. Dying, fine. Leaving? No. There's a lot out there that is not here, and here is where it's good. So I'm dying. I would love to die with you, my darling. But I think we do have friends here that are sort of relying on us to do a thing, and I do want to make sure they're not dead. But also, no. What? Leave? No. That's so silly.
You've never left Waterdeep, have you?
Yes, I did. I've left multiple times. There was that time with the scarecrows, and I think once I got drunk at a field party and then woke up and realized where I was. That wasn't pleasant. And there were a couple of kidnapping attempts, but that's fine. You know, it's just, you know.
You have... My memory only goes back so far, about 2 years. Nivenya, you've had lifetimes.
Well...
Why never leave?
Why leave? Waterdeep has everything. Water, culture, a food scene.
There's cities...
Enough populace to blend in.
Think where we just came from. There's fantastic places all over this...
It was terrible.
It was awful. And any other place is likely to be better. I
hope so. Imagine. I'm not saying I would never leave. I'm just saying I don't currently want to ever think about leaving. Or do it.
Kiir just grabs Nivenya's hand and says...
Also, are you in a robe too?
Yes. Oh, 100%. We're both robing up. I think I also have a hair towel.
Yes.
So I have a hair towel and no face.
Yeah.
Nivenya, I'm looking for something and I don't think it's here. Someday I'm going to leave Waterdeep.
Right.
I deeply hope that someday you can come with me.
Oh, well...
Someday.
I'll never say never, darling, but I'll say never now. And I grin. Like the nonsense that is.
Onto, I would assume Nivenya's shoulder at this point has been offered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My sweet, lovely, glowing, radiant Kiir. I hope that we are friends for 1,000 lifetimes for both of us. And I would, for you, heavily consider leaving temporarily Waterdeep.
Oh, you shouldn't speak with such exaggerations and hyperbole, dear.
Well, I shouldn't, but I do. It's one of my best flaws. I keep it no matter where I am.
And then I think Kiir just tries to return your attention to the charcuterie plate, like, oh, and what does that taste like? And wants to...
I use lots of big words with too many S's and half of them are wrong. Imagine the dog has thrown up at least once.
Yes.
From eating too much.
Off of the balcony.
Yes.
It's a very polite dog.
Ooh. Yeah. But I definitely stuff like extra blankets in the, I imagine, heart-shaped sofa bed they have to build a nest. Yeah.
Before we retire, I just feel I should tell you, I'm going to do something potentially dangerous.
Do you want to tell me specifically what it is?
Oh, yes, specific. Sorry, I don't mean to be cryptic. This is actually very... I have the Stone of Galore. I'm going to attune to it. It seems prudent, but dangerous.
Goodness. I hope it doesn't make you stinky.
Me too.
Oh, you've never sweated before, have you?
Don't plan on starting.
It would be a new experience. Oh, wait, hold on. The Stone of Galore is like a foot long, right? Like, canonically?
I think it's like football size.
Like a football.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, what if... Just 1 moment, and I take the Stone of Galore. Huh?
Palm size.
Oh, palm size. Okay. So I take the Stone of Galore, and I just, like, hold it up to your face, and you have, like, a row of 3 eyes.
Oh, I have no eyes.
Like, No, well, the Stone of Galore has... It's got 3 eyes on it, right?
Oh. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I hold it up, and I'm like, no, it's not you. I just thought I'd check. You know.
I appreciate it, but just keep an eye on me.
Oh, sure.
I don't know what's about to happen.
Yes. If there's anything... we really get time to talk alone. I feel like the last couple of weeks have just been... Is there anything you need to know?
I think I've inferred quite a bit.
Okay.
That stout fellow was looking for a past version of you, wasn't he?
Oh, yes. There are some lives I really do regret leaving behind. Anyways, let's get you attuned and me in bed, lounging. Lounge with me here.
Oh, I sort of have a whole...
Pull you in bed. It's you, me, and a nested dog.
And so I think we, the camera sort of pans away, and it's dark, and Kier's just focusing on this stone, and Kiir, you hear a voice. Hello, is this thing on?
Yes?
Can you hear me?
Hello, your different voice. You're not the voice that this spoke to me. Hello.
No, sorry. Were you sorry, is this Kiir?
Who is this?
You would not know me. My name is Ningle.
Why do you know who I am?
Oh, well, funny story. I ran into 2 compatriots of yours, in the city of Sigil, a Oi and Koyens.
Oh.
Yes.
Are they okay?
They're the cheery ones. They don't have bad things happen to them.
Well, they're quite cheery, but they're also quite unintelligent. Sorry, go on.
Oh, I was going to say Oi did lose a hand, but it's fine. It worked out. He lost it for a gentleman who he fancied, and now has a mechanical hand.
Oh, fancy. Oh, wait, does he still have his hand?
Yes.
Not attached to him, but he has...
Yes.
Oh, well, fantastic.
Yes, they have also been able to retrieve a beholder eye stalk.
We're batting 1,000 if that's not a sport that exists. They're doing very well. Mm-hmm. Wait, how are you talking to me?
I cast spells the same as you, and we have an innate connection. I am also a warforged.
And I meet tin men every other day. There's few like me.
Do warforged have an internal SMS messaging?
No, this is him literally reaching out through a ritual spell that was developed. Let me add some visual to this. And you see what looks to be a reflection of your standard self, just sort of palette shifted to be more green.
I'm looking at the carvings and the skin.
Yes.
I'm looking at patterns and because I'm assuming this is like a 3D hologram in my mind.
He is projecting an image of himself and
into the room.
You can also project an image of yourself now that you're seeing this.
Yes, I think you're telling the truth, and I project an image of myself.
Yes. Your face is rather messed up, but that happens.
No, it's just my face now.
Fair enough. Well, if you are ever out in Sigil, it would be lovely to meet. I would likely be able to answer some questions that you might have. You might be able to answer some questions I have. Have you earned your sphere yet?
Wait, what? Sphere?
Yes. And you see a, orb that is, sort of floating around him, made out of the same material.
No, I certainly have not earned a sphere.
Well, I am sure you will get there soon enough.
Wait, can you answer questions now? Where are you from?
I can answer some.
Where are we from?
Well, we were part of a project to foster some... It's complicated. An artificer created you, me, and our 2 other siblings, and...
There's more.
Yes, well, last that I followed, and we were meant to go and study the various planes, the inner planes of the system. And something happened, I'm not entirely sure, and so we sort of lost that purpose. I stumbled into it, dealing with information brokers as I do. I stumbled into another one of our siblings who was less than... happy to deal with me. I have yet to meet the 4th sibling.
And we had a purpose. We're not weapons?
Yes.
I'm not a weapon.
No, we are not intended to be weapons.
I have a knife. It's so...
Yes, and I do too. And he pulls out his blade. We have tools that can be used because this is a dangerous reality that we face.
And you chose your purpose.
I chose my new purpose. I had a need, and I found a way to get what I needed. I work as a tout, which is not quite a tour guide, not a tour guide, but I help people find what they need for money.
Oh.
Or jink, as we say here.
For a moment, I hoped that maybe you would help family find something that they need on a discount sorts, but
That is family, isn't it? Immediately asking for something for free.
I wouldn't... No, I don't think I really had one.
You do. There's the other brother that I have met, and the one that I haven't, as I had said. But, what is your biggest question that you have now?
I think Kier's mind races, quite obviously. I just want to keep all of them safe.
All of your friends who have been caught up in the big money scheme, the treasure?
Yes, all of us pawns of the Xanathar.
Oh, I mean, you don't think that it would simply end with your own plane. I think you have a conversation with, Oi and Koyos from what I've heard through my contacts. So, sufficient to say, you have an out. It means giving up Waterdeep most likely, but we can be who we want to be. If that makes us happy, that is up to us. But if you ever do find your way to Sigil, and there are doors in your city which is not as grand as you think it is in the grand scheme, then I more than likely will run into you, Kiir.
Wait, the city, the blue city. Have you dreamt of it? What is it?
No, I don't dream of the blue city. I'm not blue. And with that, the vision fades.
Kiir just slumps. There is...
It's morning.
Oh, have I...
Bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, ready to find our friends.
Well, that depends. Have I attuned properly? I had not the most restful sleep.
Takes an hour.
Would you have wanted to? Yeah, I mean, I can say if you want to be attuned with the stone, you can be.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's still what I set out to do.
Yes, then you have attuned to the stone of galore. So, let's see what fun new things you have. Roll me 2 percentiles.
2 percentiles.
You're just extra likable.
I got a 10 and a 38.
While attuned to the article, you are physically ill and have disadvantage on any ability check or saving throw that uses strength and constitution.
Sucks. Go on.
Also, while attuned to this, you have proficiency in perception.
Do you attune to it and then disattune to it, by the morning?
Oh, Nivenya.
Kiir, my darling, what's happened?
I think I'm hungover. I've seen hangovers.
The prophecy.
This feels like what I saw.
Kiir, what did you do? You didn't drink anything.
I can't.
What? You attuned, and I sniff you, you're not stinky. maybe the stone does something else, depending on, like, what kind of person you are.
Am I a hungover person?
Oh, I think you might be a hungover person if you're attuned to the stone. I don't know if it's the best thing for you right now, my darling.
Kiir has never been sick before. Kiir does not want to get out of bed, just pulling the covers tighter.
Yeah. I put a smooth cloth, just over the hole. A damp cloth.
It dips in, but it doesn't fall. It just sort of...
Yeah. Kiir, you have to think of the benefits of knowing of the glowstone. Is it worth a hangover? The worst thing created by gods or men.
I want to say no.
You can say no. It's okay.
It's okay if we just have it right.
Sure.
No one will be mad at me.
Why don't I hold it? Maybe it'll do something fun for me that isn't terrible, but it might be terrible.
Maybe we should just wait until everyone's back to decide if we can...
Okay.
I don't want you to take care of me, and I also don't want to take care of anyone else, even if it's...
That's fair.
We're tired.
Oh, Bobo. And I take the Stone of Galore, and I take it across the room, and I put it in a vase, just so you can unattune to it. I don't know how these things work.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, if you don't want to attune to it, I'm going to say...
Yeah.
Okay, I disattune. Yay.
Disattune.
Yeah. Cut to us eating tiny waffles. Everyone's fine.
Yeah, we go to the...
The dog now has a robe.
I'm assuming breakfast is served downstairs.
We have the honeymoon suite, though.
Oh, no, that's right.
No, they drop a menu off.
Yeah.
Or they've got those cards where you can fill them out and hang them out on the door.
Oh, that's so much more convenient. Takes the stress away. Yes. I think we should have a messenger take Nivenya to the house. I think we should go to try to find our friends.
Right away.
Yes. I finished eating waffles.
And I think here, when you head down to see if you can commission a messenger, that is when you see Oi and Koyos wandering the streets. And that is where we end this week on RPG Pals Club.
Yay!
Hi, I'm Luke, your game master. You've been listening to RPG Pals Club at rpgpals.club. But yeah, we're available everywhere. If you enjoy this podcast, please let us know. Also, we have a Discord, we have a Twitter, leave reviews. We have a Patreon, but no one really uses that, which, it is fine. But yeah, we also all have some other projects. I'm personally on Twitter at Koltreg, that's KOLTREG. And if you're looking for a new show to listen to, I am the producer of the new podcast, Tales from the Outlands, which is a podcast about a D&D campaign I'm in with 17 other players, plus our Dungeon Master. So it's the Dungeon Master, one of the other players, and then me as the producer, in a much more reserved personality, talking about this wild campaign we're in.
And I've been Eric, aka Rhythm Bastard. You can find everything I do on my website, rhythmbastard.rocks. You can also give me money by getting my music at rhythmbastard.bandcamp.com and get my new music as I release it at patreon.com/rhythmbastard. By the time you're listening to this, I have a game that I did music for called Retromania Wrestling, available February 26th.
I'm Gina Dazer. You can find me online at Twitter, if you still use it, because it's full of interesting things every day, at Adaser, Adaser. Or if you want to see some of the arts I'm working on, I have Patreon at Jean_Adaser. And, just be good to each other. Watch some episodes of Shinya Shokudo, the Japanese version. It's very good. The ones on Netflix are not the first 3 seasons, so it's worth it to look it up. It's just wholesome, good, slow experiences content. It's just nice.
I'm Sam. You can find me on Twitter at Frunding_Loom. You can also hear me on the Established Property Playhouse as Lem. We are doing a Pokemon Fun Time campaign with our Game Master Luke and our resident Crocodile Madison.
Hi, I've been Sahoni, also known as Gar Atkins, but you can find me on Twitter at Sahoni_stuff. That's SAHONI_stuff, where I work as a game designer and podcaster. You can catch me on my other podcast, Barking Points Memo, which is a current events comedy podcast where we look at the news and then we yell about it, but hopefully in a funny way. You can also catch up with the progress of my almost completely done book, Exceptionals, which is an RPG inspired by X-Men about the spaces and communities that marginalized people made for themselves. And I'm basically just in the art phase right now, so I'm doing a lot of art streams lately. Would be fun to hang out and talk with y'all.
Hi, my name's Madison Rowan. You can find me on Twitter at QuipsterRecrew. Everything I do will be linked over there. You can also hear me on Luke's other podcast, the Established Property Podcast, as you heard before. I play Kaz, and you can also hear me on a podcast I do with my brother called Let's Make Something, a podcast about making stories from randomly generated words.
I'm Jen Overstreet. You can listen to the Marvel RPG podcast that Luke and I made over at exiledpodcast.com. I'm sort of taking a break from Twitter, but I'm on the internet at Street Over Jen. I might post some knitting on Instagram.